guys, it's Kevin, the dog prodigy again. So I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want you to be really honest with me. Is your dog like this, or do you know someone else's dog like that? I'm sure you do. When your dog basically can do whatever he wants. He can come in whenever he wants, he goes out whenever he wants, he jumps on you whenever he wants, he barks whenever he wants, he shuts up whenever he wants, he pees wherever he wants, he poops wherever he wants, he barks whatever he wants, he picks on your other dog whenever he wants, he picks on your cat whenever he wants, he takes off whenever he wants, he comes back if and when he feels like it, he goes after dogs whenever he wants, he pulls on the leash whenever he wants. Everything is the dog's way. He gets a petting whenever he wants, he gets a treat whenever he wants, you know, so basically the dog's running your life. What does that mean, guys? Your dog is spoiled. You have a spoiled dog. You spoiled your dog rotten. The dog's running the show. Now, of course, these things make a difference. If you have a better technique, if you have a good knowledge of dog psychology, you have, good posture, the tone, your training tools, all these make a big difference when you work with your dog. But if your dog is spoiled, I've done this long time, 2 decades now. Your dog's gonna be really hard to train, or it's not gonna get trained at all. I don't care who you hired. I'm one of the top in the business, whether it's me or you can hire Caesar Milan himself, whoever. It will not work unless you have that balance. So I have a dog too. I love him. I love him to death. It's a German Shepherd. It's my favorite breed. I even have, a tattoo of a German Shepherd here. So it's my favorite breed. He loves me. I love him, but he's not spoiled. So if you give the dog, for example, human food, you eat, off the table, and then off the table you give the dog some treats. That your dog's spoiled. The dog jumps like, can you pick me up? You carry it like a baby. You justify his behavior all the time. Like you're like, it's okay, he's a puppy. He's too old, he's too young, he's sensitive. Leave him alone. He was in a shelter all his life, He's limping, I know he trained us, I know. So the dog is spoiled, guys. When a dog's spoiled, the dog doesn't get trained, or it will be a really, really hard, long process to get the dog trained. So that's the number one thing you can think about. Now, the other stuff you got to remember is it you that's spoiling the dog or someone else in the house? If it's someone else, they got to get on board. If it's you, you got to get on board. So it starts with you. The mentality is really, really important. They got to make sure there's that fine balance between a dog that's spoiled and a dog that's loved, and you got to keep that balance all the time. Hours and won't work. Another thing is, does the dog sleep on the bed with you? Is the dog allowed on the couch? If the dog sleep with you on the bed, you may say, well, I always had the dog on the bed, nothing bad happened. Maybe with this one, it backfired. Like for example, the dog's attacking dogs. It's not shutting up. The dog wants to bark at every dog it sees. As it charges at dogs, wants to attack people. You say, he's being protective. That's not being protective. The dog's being a jerk. If a dog's not a threat, if someone's not being a threat, that's not being protective. You're again justifying your dog behavior. Like somehow you think like, okay, it's okay, he's being protective. Not really, that's not being protective. Alright, so if you hire a trainer or you want to train the dog yourself, you want to do, with the doggy boot camp, you want to do private lesson, whatever, you have to make sure that the dog, you got to have that balance. The dog's love, not really spoiled rotten, okay? Like these owners, guys, don't use crates. They don't use even leashes. The dog's not even wearing a collar. The dog, basically, there's no restrictions. The dog basically running the show. So if you really, own up to it and really ask yourself, is it me or everyone's spoiling the dog? That's one of the main reasons you're probably watching this video, is the dog's running the show. So make sure you have that balance. Again, if you want more information, check out my website, it's dogsecrets.com.